Hey guys, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at one of the most powerful tone shaping tools in the world, the EQ pedal. With an EQ pedal like this, you can shape your guitar tone to your liking in multiple ways. And today we're going to explore the two main ways in which you can accomplish a greater guitar tone with a pedal like this. I will be using my MXR 10-band EQ for this, but of course you can use any type of equalizer pedal for this purpose. I'm going to use my orange TH30 amplifier for this video. It's a great amplifier, but it does have some characteristics that will really help with this demonstration. And one of its characteristics is that sort of loose and big low end. It's a character that most orange amplifiers have. Now this is great for thick and filthy rock tones as well as low gain tones and stuff like stoner and doom. But since it's not super tight and direct, it's not very suitable for modern metal, for example, by default. Let's now first take a listen to how this amplifier sounds without the EQ pedal up front. The amp will be fed through my RedSeven Amplification Amp Central Reactive load. And for this clip, I'm going to use the York 212 DV77 cab on Mic Mix 01. Here we go. Okay, that's a pretty good sound, not bad. I like that orange flavor, so to speak. However, for these sort of chuggy riffs, I kind of wish like it would sound a bit more aggressive, a bit more tight and a bit more direct. More growly basically and less tubby and loose. So by putting this EQ pedal up front, like your regular stomp box, we can really shape the tone of the guitar before it goes into the amplifier. Basically in a very similar way as how you would use something like a tube screamer to also shape your tone. Now this is obviously a clean boost, so it won't add any overdrive or anything like that. And I'm going to use this pedal to cut out some lows, to boost some mids, and also slightly roll off some top end. And we're also going to boost the gain up a touch. And I would say that this EQ curve sits somewhere in between your standard tube screamer and something like a more aggressive boost, like a 410 grind or 33. So it should make it sound more punchy, more tight and more direct. Let's take a listen to how it sounds. There you go, much more in your face, tight and much more metal basically. Now let's check out an A-B back-to-back comparison of both sounds so you can really hear the differences up close. Here we go. Okay, so that's one way in which you can shape your guitar tone with an EQ pedal like this. Now let's explore another way, and that is by putting the equalizer in the effects loop of your amplifier. In this way, you don't really shape the distortion character as we did in the first way, but this is more a way of sort of shaping the overall EQ curve of the amplifier. And for the purpose of this demonstration, what I'm going to do is turn up the shape control of the dirty channel a little bit, and that will make this amplifier sound a bit more scooped and fizzy, just so that the final effect is a bit more drastic and so that it's a bit more clear what you can do with a pedal like this in the loop. So let's start by taking a listen to the amplifier without the EQ pedal in the loop first. Here we go. Alright, so as I said, that's sort of thin, scooped and too fizzy sounding, right? But now let's put the EQ pedal in the loop and make it right. And let's boost a little bit of mids. Let's also boost some of the lows over here to make the lows more chunky and big. And let's also very carefully and gently remove some top end over here, just to make it sound slightly less fizzy. Not too much though, because I still want some of that top end fizz in there. And we're also going to lower the gain just a touch to compensate for the level differences. So let's take a listen to how that sounds. Here we go. That sounded much better indeed. And by the way, for these tones, I'm using the York Audio ORNG 412 V30 cabinet on Mic Mix 01. Now let's also check out an A-B back-to-back comparison, just so you can hear the differences up close. So there you go. Again, the EQ pedal really improved the overall guitar tone. And in this case, I even used very slight and small moves to make that happen. And of course, you could use much more drastic moves if so desired. So that makes for a very powerful tone shaping tool indeed. Whether you put it in front of the amplifier like a stomp box or in the effects loop. That's all for this video. I really hope you found it useful. Let us know in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And also let us know if you use an EQ pedal and how you use it. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subscribe down below, as that really helps the channel out. I'd hugely appreciate that. And you can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Cheers!